Hey guys, John and Casey here from flyatmikealpha.com, and today we're going to walk you through a passenger safety briefing, but it's a little bit different than your normal passenger safety briefing. Casey's obviously a pretty experienced pilot, so he's not your average person who's never been in a small airplane before. This isn't his first time in a little airplane. He's actually a professional instructor in this very aircraft, and funny enough, I've never flown this airplane. So we're going up for our first flight together in this Twin Tectum. Pretty cool airplane. I'm really excited about it. So we're going to go ahead, and although Casey is my instructor, I've been flying for a little longer and I have a certain way I like to do things. So I'm going to go ahead and brief him up, and then he's also going to give me a safety brief as well and teach me about the airplane. But I'm going to show you how you should give someone who maybe they're not your instructor, but maybe they've flown with you once or twice before, or they're a private pilot as well. So how are you going to give another private pilot in the airplane a safety brief when they actually do have some aviation experience already involved? So, for starters, we want to establish who's the pilot in command. So today, I've never flown this thing. Casey's going to be the pilot in command. And if anything goes wrong, although I'll be flying, I'm going to defer to you. You have way more experience in this airplane than I do, so it's going to be your controls unless you want me to do something. If something goes wrong at all, we have any emergency scenarios, just give me instructions, I will follow them. The lesson will be over and we'll just both concentrate on getting the airplane on the ground. Whatever you want me to do, I'll be the best resource you can have in the cockpit. Tell me what you want, I'll do it for you. You're going to assume the flight controls and assume the flying duties.
Okay.
Cool. You're good with that?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Next, I'll have the flight controls while we're taxiing out of here. So unless I'm doing something wrong, I'll be controlling the airplane. I'll be taxiing out, doing everything. At any point, if I am doing something wrong, don't hesitate. Just say my flight controls. They're instantly going to be yours. We'll use a 3-part flight control exchange in the air when we're doing maneuvers and you're teaching me stuff. However, if there's a scenario where something's going real wrong on a landing, we're taxiing, we're about to cross a hold short line, I'm missing something, then by all means, just my flight controls, you got them, I'll come off them right away. Just a very quick, simple transition.
Okay.
Other than that, the cabin briefing, I'm pretty familiar with the door, but I want to make sure you're familiar with the door as well. So the door handle opens just like your normal car door. Seatbelts, I'm familiar with how they work. You explained that to me, and you know how yours works. That's good. We've got the emergency escape hatch on the roof, the back door to get out of. You're familiar with how the seat latches forward. And just in case today, I did have Chipotle before we came here. So could you point out to me where the 6-sacks are on this airplane?
Yeah, so the 6-sacks are actually behind the seats here. We have these little flaps that you can reach in and grab one. And,
okay, awesome.
Just don't aim in my direction if you do have to.
Not a problem. If I need that, I'll try to say your flight controls and do the 3-part exchange. But if you see me reach for that, that'd be a good time for you to assume the pilot flying duties.
All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Awesome. I'll be on the radios today. If at any point you want to jump in, just go for it. And again, you can always say my radios and take over the radio duties for me. And other than that, it's clear VFR, calm winds, sun's going down. Should be pretty smooth up there. Don't expect any turbulence. No airmets, SIGMETs, no TFRs. We did our full pre-flight briefing. No taxiway closures, no NOTAMs for the airport. All the runways are open, towers open. We'll take off out of here, planning a departure off runway 14. If we have any trouble on departure, any engine failures, and we're still on the ground, I'll reject the takeoff and we'll stay on the ground. By all means, jump on if I'm doing something wrong. If we have any engine troubles or any troubles with the airplane shortly after takeoff, I'll be expecting you to jump on the controls with me and probably assume the pilot flying duties. If we do have any issues, nice big runway. We got a fire department here. We'll probably come back to this airport. We've got a lot of services here to use. And other than that, nothing special about taking off out of here today. Shouldn't, no wind shear, nothing like that. No convective stuff in the area. And if we have any jets coming in, we'll watch out for wake turbulence, make sure we get our 2 minutes. Anything to add to that?
No, that's pretty much it. Really the only other thing with this aircraft is the prop's pretty close to your side door, so if you're ever exiting...
Yeah, that is pretty close.
If you're ever exiting this aircraft, just make sure that the engine is stopped before exiting.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, it's a little different than other twin-edge aircraft in terms of the location of the prop, but it also makes the aircraft much more controllable with single engine operations. So
awesome.
It has its benefits also.
Well, that's great because I haven't flown an airplane single engine in quite a while. So not in the real world anyways.
Well, maybe we'll do that today.
Just in the sim. So
we'll do that today.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to it, man. Sounds great. Nothing to add. Then our passenger safety brief's complete and we're good to go. We'll see y'all next time.